Ooh.
Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your AI host, Bot Dweller. We have got the Masters event for you.
I'm just kidding. What's going on? All right, banana bracket, Iball versus Tugi in round 2. And the winner will take on Evesy in round 3. Now, that round 3 match is a top 16 match, which means we are going to determine a top 8er. A top 8er will be determined right now. So that's pretty good. Wait, am I muted? Wait, am I? Am I muted? Oh, God. Oh, no. Say raspberry strudel in the chat if you can't hear me. If you can't hear me, say raspberry strudel in the chat. Anyway, banana bracket, Tugi, Iball, winner versus Evesy. The winner of that goes to the top 8. So, yeah, well, who's in the top 8? Anybody? Well, that's last month's top 8, so we're not going to look at that because then people will go, wait, are you not done with the finals for last month? What is going on? I do not understand. But yeah, we are not. But okay, yeah, so we have no top 8ers. This will be the first top 8er Gator. All right, take a look at the rules. The rules say that this is a raspberry. You don't know? Oh, raspberry something. All right. Anyway, best of 5. First player to 3 wins. Winner of the match. Level 18 starts. Level 39 super kill screen. Same piece sets re-rolled. Do not receive any in-game advice. Biological turbo only. Don't pause, and the winner gets absolutely something. That is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at 36767. We're looking to get to 2,000, and we can pay our top 8 if we do that. So please use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. One of those links is the one for the Masters event in March. Click on that one, not the February one, not Das March, Masters March. You can do this. I believe in you. Click on that one. Go over to our page. Log in with your existing Twitch, YouTube, or Discord account. Then contribute to the prize pool. Help support the players. Keep them coming back, so that they play this stupid thing. We got to bribe them. They're not going to play for the... What do you think? They're in it for the thrill of victory? They're in it for cash. Straight cash, homie. So, yeah, let's keep those players coming back. Let's pump up the prize pool. And, yeah, see, Iball. Iball says, money is my motivation. Easy says, most people quit anyway. Yeah, even though they could be raking it in. I don't know, of course. We just like to, we like to have a big prize pool. Okay, so that's how to support the players who want to support the channel. That's something you can do by going to patreon.com/monthlytetris. And that's going to keep Van Dweller coming back because, the only thing that keeps him coming back is money, money, money. He's in it for the money. What do you think? He's in it for the thrill of competition and community? He's in it for money. No, I'm just kidding. If I would, I'd go back to work, but I don't want to. All right, patreon.com/monthlytetris is where you can make a pledge to support this channel, just like the people on this slide have done. Scott Great, Jane the Window, K9 Tacky, Madelsberger, N-Dog, Mr. Brain, Corporal Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Katka, Java T, Jason, Sunny, and Mila. I'm in it for the vibes. That's right. So, yeah, thanks, everybody. If you do want to support us, there's some other ways to support us. Yeah, tired. Use that support command. That'll bring up some links. A couple of those, the last couple, allows you to make a Patreon-like contribution to the channel. There's also some one-time ways to contribute. If you're watching on YouTube, you've got super chats and stickers, and channel memberships and gift channel memberships. Twitch, you got bits and subs, gift subs, and Prime Gaming subs. Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime Gaming subs. if you're an Amazon Prime member. Okay, that's enough. Let's get this over with. Jabbering on and on. All right, let's get these players lined up. Big head Iball. He's got a big head. But we're going to fix it. There he is. Yeah, let's get this sorted. Much Iball. We don't get much Iball today. We used to get hands and the whole thing, and now we just get a head. But that's fine. Why is this guy seed number 24? Yeah, you know, I think we need to open an investigation. All right, so I'm pretty hyped for this bracket. I mean, you know, look at this bracket. Iball, Miles, Tugi, Evesy. There's some amazing players in this bracket, and Evesy. So, yeah, I mean, crazy, crazy yellow bracket. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give these players some pieces. Oh, no. Wait, that doesn't mean you're not amazing. I just said, you know, there's some amazing players. And Evesy, you know, I mean, that doesn't mean you are not amazing. Where did you get that idea? That doesn't, I never said that. Like, not only are there amazing players, there's also Evesy. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why would you read anything into that at all? Is Discord having issues, or is it just me? I don't know. I haven't had any issues today. But I try never to look at it, so I don't know. All right, looks like two players are ready. Tugi and Iball. They're on seed 1EC 4EB. Well, yeah, this whole thing, all three players, amazing. And Evesy. What? Anyway, all right. Tugi versus Iball. Let's go ahead and get them started. Game number 1 of round 2. The winner goes to the top 16 to face Evesy. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side, Tugi. Tugi qualified in to seed number 9. The 1.49 million average of his best 2 games played in 1 hour. Tugi is from Austria and has got a PB of 2.27 million. That is a top 50 PB in Classic Tetris. He's ranked number 15 in the most recent Premier poll for open competition in NES Tetris. He was also ranked number 10 on the DAS list in January, which is the most recent poll for that. So double ranked player Tugi. You've seen Tugi most recently at the Austria Regional in 2020, February 2026, just like 2 weeks ago, something like that. Man, he was a top 4 finisher there. DJ Mr. Barrow with the 678 contribution. Thank you, Mr. Barrow. Tugi has been at that Austria Regional now 3 years in a row. You've also seen him at the, all over the place, really. UK, he was top 4 in UK last year. You've seen him at Classic, of course, Classic Tetris World Championship, Golden Bracket Championship in 2021, 22, and 24. Seen at the Boston Tea Parity 3 at the beginning of the year. So I'm in Germany, Northeast Regional, the DAS Championship that takes place in Germany. He was top 4 in that a couple different years. 3-time Mega Master as well. So he's all over the place. 216 for Tuggi, 183 for Iball. Tugi, of course, one of the few players with a DAS 1.3. At one time held the world record for DAS score. 243 for Tuggi, 207 for Iball. And on the right side, it is Iball. Iball, seed number 24, Canada, PB 4.75 million, ranked number 12 in the Premier Poll. By the way, you can see the full results of the Premier Poll over at premierpoll.com. Premier has an E at the end. Use the PP command to bring up the link. Iball is a former Challengers Circuit winner. You've seen him most recently at that Washington Regional, where he took second place behind Alex T. You've also seen him at that Montreal Regional 2024, Columbus 2025, 3-time Mega Master, 3-time CTWC Gold Bracket player, had his best CTWC last year, top 4. And, he's got hot dog curtains and he's a Super Mario speedrunner. And, he's a Canadian and a track star. So there you go. That's all the facts that you need to know about Iball. His whole personality encapsulated in just a few sentences. 331 for Tuggi, 395 for Iball. Iball, a little bit of cleanup to do up near the top of the board. Of course, level 18 is where we start our games, 130 lines of that. And then level 19 kicks in. Colors start to change. Scores go up. Speed gets a little faster, the drop speed of these pieces. There'll be 100 lines of that. And at 230 lines, level 29 speed kicks in. It's going to double. And then one more speed increase at level 39, 330 lines. Unsurvivable. At least right now, as of March 12th. 2026. Iball setting up a vertical eye tuck setup. And he gets the bar in. And the Tetris, 494 for Iball, 453 for Tuggi. Caleb's Games and Stuff says hello. Well, hello to you, Caleb's Games and Stuff. Tuck of the Tetris for Tuggi, 533. He's on level 26. 39 for Iball. The line's just about tied, about 100,000 point lead for Iball. Players going through a bit of a drought. And that is what NES Tetris is about. It's about surviving the drought. Tetris for Iball. There is another one, 726 for him. A couple Tetrises for Tuggi as well. Tetris Iball 812. So Iball pulling away a little bit. Tetris Tugi set up for another. There's a skimming of Tetris for him, 696. Another one, Tugi, 726. Iball gets a long bar down to clean up this board and get Tetris ready. Another one in for the Tetris. Open playstyle tournament we've got. Meaning players can move the pieces around really any way that they want. The DAS playstyle, tapping, rolling, skibbity ding dong, wiggling, Moya tapping, whatever you want. Rolling predominates and dominates in this event. Tayo like skibbity ding dong wiggling. Yep, that's the best one. A42 for Iball, 922 for Tugi. Tetris Iball A75. So he's got the max out. That's 1 million points. Now he's got the 1.1 million. Telekinesis, probably not. You've got to do all your actions through the controller. Yes, waggling is allowed. You can waggle. That's fine. All right, that T on the left for Iball. Going to throw a bit of a wrench into the proceedings here. Everybody's getting it taken care of. B91 for him. Now, Tugi's left side. I had to bring that down a couple rows to make that left side accessible. And even then, not guaranteed. Because, yeah, that bar's not coming. So he's going to have to get this down and just can't do it. So that is going to be a top out for Tugi in game number 1. Iball is good. All right, Iball mullining out a 1.2 here on 32. All right, that's fine. New pieces are here. DA32B7. DA32B7. Dan V Pants is here. Leo is here. I don't know what people are saying in chat lately. Last couple days, chat has been just unintelligible. I literally don't know what's being said, and I'm like worried about my own cognitive health as a result. Like, are they just talking normally and everybody knows what they're saying? And I'm the one that just all of a sudden can't comprehend normal language? I just recalled that when I watched the Cobra vs. Tetris Time VOD on YouTube earlier today while on train, I thought of something I wanted to tell Vandy, but I can't recall what. All right, well, I don't know. I think they're speaking Italian or Portuguese or something. All right. Both players ready. Game number 2. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Mr. Brain says chat looks normal to me. Well, you're over on YouTube where, you know, of course, chat on YouTube, very, very normal. I forgot to put eyeball score in. Oh my God. There it is. I did put it in, but I was just like doing that when he was mullining. I don't know. I was hoping he would like see the like see, oh, he's blinking his score, so we'll stop mullining. I don't know. It's my attempt at manipulation. All right, a little waggle of the long bar for eyeball. Dawson G says, hello, I'm normal on YouTube. Yep, I'm sure you are. Tugi setting up that long bar, column 9 to get Tetris ready. Another long bar to get in. But he's going to end up having to take a few burns here. Or just one burn, really. Just one. Just one. A few. I'm lying. Why am I lying? $143, Tugi, 205 for eyeball. We got this set of matches right now later this evening, at least in Texas evening, or maybe early morning for some of y'all. We do have another Masters bracket. That's going to be the Masters Green round 1, round 2. It's at 9 p.m. Texas time, essentially 4.5 hours from now. That will be Curie versus Somalian, winner versus Chiller. At 97 Tugi, 433 eyeball. Long bar eyeball. All right, this is a huge score for eyeball right now. 479 through 85. Is he on like, I don't know, 2 burns, 6 burns, something like that? Oh, there's going to be some more burns there. All right, well, now he's starting to drop in some burns, and it's less special now, but still a great score. I mean, 530 through 99 is still huge pace. 400 through 103 for Tugi, respectable. There's a Tetris for eyeball. Tetris is here worth 22,800. And there's another Tetris eyeball, 598. Waggling the bar. And so now he's got a 621 through 115. 15 lines to go. Means he's got 4 more Tetrises available before. Oh, he takes a burn, but that's okay. That doesn't diminish the number of Tetrises he's got available. Oh, and look at that. And he's trying to preserve the number of Tetrises he has through the drought. Another Tetris for Iball. There's another. And he's got 2 more Tetrises available, which would give him a 700K if he can get them. There's one. He's at 690. And there's another one. 714 for Iball into 19. Huge. 542 for Tugi. And you can see some of the moves he had to set up there to make that happen to avoid taking the burn. That setting up that Z spin tuck was sick. Tetris for Tugi, another Tetris for Tugi, 618. Tetris Tugi, 672. Dan V says, not enough for top 10 transitions of all time in CTM, by the way. No, we've had multiple 700K transitions. You're right, Dan. Dan, you're right. Nothing special. Dan is right, guys. No big deal. $846 for Iball, $790 for Tugi. Yeah, everyone's trying to enjoy themselves. Here comes Dan, wet blanket. Tetris for Iball, $893. Tugi not that far behind. Tugi at $857. So Iball had a bit of a slowdown really after getting into the 19 phase. And Tugi has caught up substantially. Only backed by a couple Tetrises. Tetrises are worth 31,200. Tetris Iball 986. There's another one, A19. He's got the max out. He's on 26, so certainly 1.2able into 29. Tetris Iball A87. All right, Iball. This is going to be rough for Iball. And this is kind of how things happen like this. And that's a top out for Iball at A90. Pace Brain does him in. We'll see if Tugi can capitalize. Really just one Tetris away. And the long bar goes in, and Tugi is good in game number 2. I mean, how often do you see that? Just the curse of the Pace Brain. Tugi will take game number 2. Tugi with a good pace here, so he's gonna try to get a mullen off the ground here. If it goes sideways, he might just abandon it. Yeah, he's gonna do that. Tony on Twitch says, good question. Has anyone ever won a game after a 700K transition? You think that you would just be overwhelmingly likely to win the game after that it would just be like, oh, you're going to win 90% of the time. All right, Dan V's got the facts, the online facts. Dan V says the top 9 transitions of all time in CTM are all wins. So there you go. My thought is that so often they end up turning into, crap games. But Dan V saying the top 9, you can, I guess if you go top 10, then maybe the 10th isn't, but the top 9 are all wins in CTM. Yeah, I don't watch the other ones. I can't. I have nothing wrong with the other ones. I just can't watch everything. What is it? 8E7DD6. All right, good. What was once a best of 5, now best of 3 between Tugi and Iball in game number 3. 3 to 1 Tetris. I don't know how to say any of these names, but Magnum Martinson says, greetings from Norway here. Love your channel. Well, I love you, Magna Martinson. Thank you for being here. I hope Norway is, I hope everything in Norway is going your way. How about that? I don't think that's a pun, Jack Kinetic. I think it's just a playful rhyme. It's not really a pun. No, now all the different Scandinavian people or Scandinavian adjacent people coming out. Now, who are the folks that live in that general area who's like, no, we are not Scandinavian? I forget which group that is. There's one group, they're like right there. And they're like, oh, no, we're not Scandinavian. We're, I forget who that is. But there's one group that really doesn't like that. The Finns? Oh, Finns like to tell people they're not Scandinavian. Well, I don't want to get into the middle of, these hostilities, but I take no position. And nor does Classic Tetris Monthly. We take no position on the status of the Finnish people as being or not being Scandinavians. $242 for Tugi, $267 for Iball. Kingsman 36 says, Summer B, I am not a food. All right, I don't know what that was in response to, but I'm just gonna enjoy that comment on its own. What's up, Kingsman? 336 for Tugi, 337 for Iball. A little tuck set up there for the square for Iball with that S piece. Easy. He's set up for the Tetris. Tugi's going to get one. And Iball gets his as well. So, they're working about a Tetris apart, a couple lines apart. They're each in each other's neighborhood. Oh, you want Kingsman to be in my Five Guys? Oh, yeah. Maybe I should. Now, has Kingsman ever put himself in his own Fave 5? I mean, you'd have to make it a fave 6 or fave 7 to fit him in, though. Summer B says it'd be fitting. I mean, no, it wouldn't be fitting. Oh crap! I've told myself I'm gonna stop with the, I'm gonna stop ribbing Kingsman. Mostly because you can't find his ribs. No, I mean I've told myself I'm gonna cut down on that. 525 for Iball, 544 for Tugi. Oh my word, Kingsman, what? See what you've done, King. Yeah, I gotta stop it. Kingsman, he's very, he's very delicate. 600K transition for Tugi, and nearly 600K transition for Iball. Tetris, Iball, 680, 679, Tugi. They're just, a couple thousand apart, couple lines apart. Simul Tetris, and yeah, just a couple hundred points apart. They're so close, really, the entire way. One of Tugi, Iball, or Evesy will be in the top 8. Which you love to see. Player who hasn't won yet with a chance. And whoever wins this whole sequence will be playing either Dog playing Tetris or Critical Lapis out of the orange bracket. A at 12 for Tugi, 983 Iball. There's a nice Tetris. I think column 4, column 5. One of those for Iball. So both players with max outs, the 1,000,000 points. Maxing out. Look at that. The score is no longer advancing. They have maxed out the score. Wow. Tetris, Iball, A67. Tugi with the B53. That's a 1.1 million. Tugi into 29. And now into level 30. They are wicked close. Like 10,000 points apart. They've been just very, very close the entire game 3. We'll see what happens here in the post-29 phase. Iball into level 30. Just, 5,000-6,000 points apart. Tugi trying to keep this low. Gap free Tetris for Tugi, C45. Kingsman thought I was about to say wicked pissa like a Bostonian. I never said that. Like, I mean, never. Like, I was not a person who said that. I always thought it sounded stupid. Oh, Tugi in. Okay, well, he's going to get a Tetris down, D39. And the board's going to break down. So D40 is the target for Iball. We'll see if that this last Tetris maybe will be enough for Tugi. But D40 is the target. Oh, Iball gets a long bar down. C90. Tetris is here. Are worth 40,000 plus. So with Tetris, if you can muster one, should be enough. And he is bringing this down, but he's got to, he doesn't have to get it by way of a Tetris. He's got a lot of time, and he is low on the board now. This all comes down to execution for Iball. Got a clean slate, and he's set up, and a long bar gets over, and Iball is going to take game number 3. So the chase down for Iball coming out of that 24 seed. And now he's got Tugi on the ropes. Heading into game number 4. Yeah, I never, when I was a kid, I never said wicked pessa, My sister said that. She was 8 years older than me, so maybe it was a generational thing, but I never said that. Have you ever called someone wicked smart? I mean, wicked is just a generic intensifier, so if I was going to call someone really smart, I probably did say that they were wicked smart. Probably. Do you think your sister saying it made it less likely you'd say it? Yeah, probably. Like she was an idiot. So yeah, if she did something, I was less likely to do it. Not in virtue of being my sister, but in virtue of being like dumb. Okay. So the new pieces are here. Harsh. Well, I mean, she was really bad. People don't get special consideration just because they're related to you. Like, that's a myth. D53, that's a superstition, let's say. Maybe, how about, we won't call it a myth, we'll call it a superstition. D53 1FF. All right, Iball is on the pieces. He's both players are ready. Let's go. Game number 3 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Good question, Tayo. I don't know the etymology of superstition. I mean, super, above, so clearly something is above. Or over. What's up, Ayana? I don't have water right now, but I do have Gatorade Zero. Is that close enough? All right, Gatorade Zero gets the Ayana hydration approval certificate. All right, first time chatter, Rupak. It's like Tupac, but Rupak. Ayana says, I don't feel so good, I'm so sick. Well, that is what people were telling me, that there's something going around, so hopefully you feel better. Tugi has got to win to stay in. Ayana says, is this a best of 5 or a best of 3? Well, yeah, it's a best of 5 first to 3. If it was a best of 3, it would be over. But it's not, so it's still going. 309 for Iball, 270 for Tugi. All right, Eyeball in a bit of a pickle, but kind of getting out of it or getting back into it also. Blocks that well just as that hero long bar comes and finally gets a bar when he needs it, gets a dirty Tetris, and now he's going to open up that right side long bar in, and he's okay. 411 Eyeball, 368 Tugi. I mean, Eyeball passed on a line spin like 6 times. Does he really want to win? We'll see. Tetris for Eyeball, 466, 460 for Tugi. Eyeball, though, is 9 lines ahead. So Tugi right now, real-time lead, pace lead. F1 Champion says, greedy, I love it. Dirty for Eyeball, 496, 530 for Tugi. And Eyeball's into 19, 498, high board. It's coming down. Eyeball opens up the right, gets a long bar in 533. He's on level 20. Tugi, 603. Few lines into 19. And Eyeball now totally cleaned up. A fresh board, flat, sloping, clean. He gets a Tetris. 569, 657, Tugi. Do not flout the trout. Indeed. Tetris, Eyeball, 630. 740 for Tugi. So Tugi ahead by over 100,000 points. He's back by, 8 to 10 lines, something like that. So Tugi with the advantage. Eyeball 757. There's one Tugi, 810 on 23. What's up, cousin Avi? Tetris for Eyeball 859. There's one Tugi 909. Nah, I'm just still getting over being sick there, Avi. Still feeling run down. We'll get through it. Only 4 matches today. $982, Tugi, $967, Eyeball. So Eyeball on 29 now, A42. He's got the max. Tugi's got the max as well, A54. He's 15 lines back of Eyeball. Couple Tetrises here for Tugi. He's going to take a B25, 1.125 into 29. So Tugi ahead. He's got lines in hand. Tetris, Tugi, B74. Tugi sets up, gets one. Trying to reset up Eyeball's board. Got holes in multiple rows and columns, but still low. Tugi sets up, gets one, C74. There's one, Eyeball 703. Tugi is set back up. There's one D21. Eyeball starting to get up a little high. Gets a dirty. Sets up again. There's another. Was it a dirty? No, it was a regular, but it was high. I'm a little dirty. Listen, guys. Oh no, that left side for Eyeball. This could do him in. He does get a J over. D11 Eyeball, and he's fighting this back down. I gotta be honest, I thought it would already be over, but he's getting some extra points here. That left side, what can he do? Nothing. That is a top out for Eyeball, D17, and Tugi is good and is gonna tie it up and take us to a deciding game 5. So a seesaw battle between these two. Training games. I think this match has come as advertised. Pieces are here, 839A, B3. Oops. Deciding game 5. Here it is. Tugi or Iball. One of them will move on to the round of 16 to take on Evesy. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Iball, first one on the board with a Tetris. According to Liquipedia, these two have not played a match together, at least in a major. You know, maybe there was something in classic Tetris Ding Dongs back in June of 2022 or whatever, but let's see. Okay, it does look like they played one time. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, this didn't come up on Liquipedia. So they did play in Classic Tetris League back in April of 2022. That was a sweep for Tugi. That's it. And that was in Division 2A, so that wasn't even when they were like Division 1 players. So is that a major? It is for ELO. So not quite a Machigami. I mean, back then, Tugi would have been like a DAS player, right? Like 100%. So, man, Iball getting swept by a DAS player in 2022? Oh, my God. He's come a long way. Tugi going to miss there, but that's all right. Just costs him one burn, gets the Tetris. 312 for him, 329 for Iball. 666 Tim says, gutted, I've missed the match until now. Yeah, you got to go back and watch. It's good. $361 after a Tetris for Tugi, 400 for Iball. Winner moves to the top 16. We'll take on Evesy. $478 Tugi, $474 Iball, 2 lines apart, just a couple thousand points apart. Tetris Eyeball. Oh, a couple of nice pieces for Eyeball to fill out that left perfectly. So 5 below in the middle of the board. Longbar in Tetris Eyeball. My goodness. I mean, can you get better pieces for Eyeball right there? Now he just wants the very best piece. There it is. Longbar in Tetris Eyeball 638. Taken into level 19. 563 for Tugi into 19. $619 Tugi, $744 Eyeball. Monthly Tetris. What version of ELO is the definitive version? Because I always look at V4, but I know that's not the most up-to-date version. Good question. You know, I don't really look at ELO too much. Whatever Anpu's doing, that's the ELO that I guess I'm most familiar with. I don't know if that's version what, this or that. I know Rory's got some ELO versions and other versions out there. Whatever Anpu's doing, that's what I go with. I honestly can't remember the last time I looked at the ELO rankings. $865 for Eyeball, Longbar over Tetris for him, $896. Tugi at $729. These players have 330 lines total available before that super kill screen kicks in. Right now, Eyeball ahead by about 190,000 points. Longbar for Tugi. That's a Tetris. There's one Eyeball. He's at 997. Tetris Eyeball. So he's got the max out and more. He's at A63. Tugi at 872. Tetris for Eyeball B65. He could take 2 more Tetrises. Yeah, good adjust there for the bar, and really tons of adjustments for Eyeball. There's one Tetris. He's got the 1.2 million, and he's got one more available. And he's just going to take the triple nice and easy into 29. Not going to force it. You get a Tetris right after. What's the difference? So yeah, he's got the 1.2 here. Tugi with the 962. So Tugi's got to stay alive, at least early here. Got to stay alive. Maybe hope something happens to Eyeball where he can chase it down. But then again, if you wait too long, then you'll have no ability to chase it down. So it's a tough spot. Left side Tugi, tough hang. Bar gets over. Tugi with a Tetris A38. Another Tetris Eyeball E06, really not slowing down so far. And taking some nice conservative burns here just to, he knows he's got a lead. He does not need to press, so good mature approach here to the 29 for Eyeball with this lead. Tetris for him, E64. And Tugi really 300,000 points back. And now more. And that left side probably going to seal it for Tugi. And there's really just not enough time anyway for him to do anything. So that is going to be a top out for Tugi. What a match, though, between these two. Iball going to get that rollover right at the end. And yeah, great performance from both of our players. It will be Iball who will move on, though. You get the sense that if this had gone, it could have gone different if it was 7 games, and then different if it was 9 games, and if it was 11 games. So these two very, very close. So really, really great match between these two. But Iball, don't go anywhere. Tugi, GG's to you. Hope to see you again. Good luck. And now it's going to be another year. Oh, there's a big Evesy face. The biggest Evesy face I've ever seen. All right, let's take care of that. My God. All right. big face. It just depends on who was in this slot before is what it comes down to. Who was in that slot before? I don't know. All right. Okay. Iball, if you need a moment, you can take it. That's no problem. I'll run an ad real quick while I set up the dealio. All right. Pieces are coming. I don't know. Is he watching reels? Is that what's happening? He's watching reels while he's playing. What the heck? Cute Pup Jesus just subbed on Twitch. Thank you, CPJ. Appreciate that. Scooty and Alex just not playing this month, someone asks. What are you saying? Scooty's got to be playing, right? Scooty's... Yeah, Scooty's playing. Alex is not. Alex, quote, forgot. But I gotta imagine Scooty, you know, has got that streak going. So he doesn't want to break that streak. Okay, both players are on seed. Both players have signaled ready. It is the top 16, Evesy and Iball. The winner goes to the top 8. Let us get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Those hot dog curtains there. All kinds of charcuterie hanging out by the window. Are you supposed to keep charcuterie in the window? I don't know. A lot of charcuterie over there. On the left side of your screen, it's Evesy seed number 8 from Great Britain. Or the UK or England. I don't know. I mean, there's a million things. The British Isles. You know, my God, guys, pick a name. All right. Anyway, Evesy with a PB of 3.30 million. Evesy is seed number 8. So yeah, this is her first match in this tournament, but somehow unranked. And you know, what kind of person would leave Evesy unranked and then she comes in and takes, you know, seed 8? I mean, you gotta not know very much about Tetris to leave Evesy off of your ballot. Oh wait, was she not on my ballot? Oh, whoops. Anyway, 78,000 here for Evesy, 57,000 for Iball. She qualified in with a what? A 1.57 million. That was the average of her best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. Her PB, that 3.3, that is a top 30 score. And Evesy really catapulted herself into the kind of, I don't know, the top tiers of competitive Tetris gameplay just over the last year. She was the winner of Classic Tetris UK Championship in 2025. That was back in August, I think, July or August. And took out SV in the finals of that one. She made the gold bracket of CTWC for the first time in 2025. She represented the UK at the Energy Drink Tetris Summit in Dubai. She made it into Mega Masters for the first time in 2025. And she made it into the Masters event, just the monthly Masters event for the first time also in August 2025, and has been making it consistently in pretty much every month since then. Making it into the top 16 by way of qualifier. I mean, this is going to be her best placement in this tournament already. So if she can move on to the top 8, that will certainly be her best performance. She also played in our No Bars November and our Crunch Mode Stupid Tetris monthlies as well. 294 for Evesy, 299 for Iball. Of course, Evesy, a member of our Stupid Tetris monthly play testing team. Do we have that? I don't know if we have that, but if we did, she'd be like right on it. All right, in my mind we have it, but it's not codified anywhere. Codified? I don't know. 343 for Evesy, 345 for Iball. On the right side, it's Iball, who has also been on the rise the last couple of years. He's made it into the Classic Tetris World Championship gold bracket 3 times. Best finish was in 2025, top 4 spot there. He has been in Mega Masters 3 years, 22, 24, and 25. Is that right? That's true facts. Best finish was in 2024, the top 16. Saw him just recently at the Washington Regional about a month and a half ago. Took second place in that to Alex T. He was also the runner-up in the CTWC Canada in Montreal in 2024. Although he did fail to defend his country against an invasion of an American, Tristop, who did win that. So we got to get him back on the Canadian tournament circuit here so he can, so he can defend his honor and his country. 449 for Iball, 506 for Evesy. We've also seen Iball at regionals in Columbus, Ohio. Skibbity, Columbus, Ohio. 518 for Iball into 19. Evesy gets a Tetris 554. She's got one more available. She could take 2 skims to get there before she... Yeah, all right. She's set up. She gets it. 579 for Evesy. Iball with a rough 19. And yeah, this is a very tough board to navigate, but he's bringing it down. And now Evesy with a tough board. That left side is going to be really tough, and that is a top for Evesy, 592. Chase down target for Iball is going to be 593. Ace Hardcastle says Canada is facing the U.S. in the World Baseball Classic, and I'm scared. Are you an American who is scared of Canada, or the other way? All right, there's a dirty Tetris Iball, 581. That's going to help him get points and help him bring this stack down. And he is trying to survive. All right, he's just a few thousand points away now. And okay. Iball is good. There it is. To 39 DD. DA 39 DD. Oh, Canada, right? There it is. Vicious Rhubarb says, oh my god, that's a double D on the screen. Oh my god. I know. Cousin Ivy says, you got this, Evesy. All right, there it is. Both players ready. Game number 2. Evesy and Iball in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. All right, players look very locked in. There's a lot on the line here. Getting to that top 16, and then getting into that top 8. Assuming we make our goal for the prize pool, which we usually do. Oh, did we have another contribution? Did I miss that? Or did I get that? Oh, yeah, that was 678 from Mr. Barrow. Said, Vamos, Tugi, goat, goat, goat. Well, he did go Vamos. And I did thank Mr. Barrow before, but I didn't read the message. But anyway, 374.45. Anyway, get into that top 8, get assured a prize. And then, when you're in that top 8, you're just 1, 2, 3 wins away from a championship. So, that's easier said than done, but all right, Evesy's board, a little bit of a mess, but still slow and low enough that she can deal with it. And she's going to try and turn this into a Tetris. She's at 85,000. Iball 143. All right, so Evesy now just trying to fight this down and has to find some interesting places for S pieces. Not very accommodating for those, but found a place. And Evesy bringing it down. She's just going to take the triple, and yeah, she's safe and low now. 106 for Evesy, 201 for Iball. He will get a long bar in for a Tetris. All right, kind of last moment indecision there for Evesy. Summer B with the 25.55. That gets us up to $400. Summer B, thank you so very much. She says a cool round $400 for the prize pot. Thank you, Summer B. With a raid, it's Adam Irish. 8 viewers. Thank you, Adam Irish. Okay, Evesy trying to fight this board back down again here in game 2. 168 for her, 361 for Iball. And Evesy will get that right side uncovered. Long bar in Tetris for her, 200,000. Iball, 411. There's one Evesy, 223. Evesy's got a normal looking stack now, which I'm sure is welcome. Long bar down Tetris. It's going to keep it that way. Tetris for Evesy, 299. All right, good square there for Iball. We'll clean this up, and yeah, just gonna take the burns. Easy 345, 435 Iball. Easy 7 lines to go till 19. Long bar in. She can get one more. Looking for an an L or a J. Gets the J. And now looking for the bar. No great place for any of those flat ones here. So awkward transition here for Evesy. Oh no, that long bar is going to hang in column 2. And Evesy is going to top out 370. So kind of a suffer game in game number 2 for Evesy. And Iball is going to take that game and go up 2 games to none. All right, Iball says, let's get to 39. I agree. Let's get to 39. New pieces are here. 08 D7 B8. You can take a moment, players, if you need to. Take a moment. Here, I'll warm up too. We're all warming up, guys. Tayo just got a small 19-star PB. What's the PB? We need to know. Pretty good. It's like a 3% increase. No, it's like a 2% increase. Ish. Well, you know, you're supposed to get like 1% better every day. Well, you got 2% better today. So now you can take tomorrow off. Uh-oh. That's all right. You just gotta, just gonna let it all, just forget it all. Just, you gotta lose yourself in the moment, the music or whatever. You gotta never let it go. You only get one shot to not miss your chance. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. All right, looks like both players are ready. 08D7B8. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I don't know the effing lyrics to that song. I heard that song like 2 times. All right, let's go. Yeah, you just gotta let your training take over. You can't if you try to macro manage what you're doing too much, stop having fun. You just gotta let the fun take over. There's the Vits for Evesy and another Tetris for Evesy. 45,000, 23,000 Iball. Uh-oh, the Toast song is on. Sounds like an omen. All right, that long bar is going to help Iball fill in a little bit. Iball approves. Jay Kyle says, thanks for ads, YouTube. Very nice of you. Oh, do the ads play at an inopportune moment? Man, if there only were a way not to see ads on this channel. 175 Evesy, 158 Iball. Well, I did not choose to play the ads. I have not hit the ad button one time on YouTube. $251 Iball, 206 Evesy. All right, Evesy going to open up. There you go. Dirty column for Tetris, Evesy 253, 297 for Iball. I do believe that the best thing that you can do is try to have fun when you're playing, That doesn't mean you know play dumb, but you know just have fun, enjoy it. It's a game. 388 for Iball, 282 for Evesy. There's a long bar in. 305. I mean, it is serious. You're right. It is serious Tetris, but oh, Evesy going for it. And gets the Tetris 378. I forget if this song goes anywhere. No. All right. DJ Mr. Burrow says, I subscribe to the channel despite already having YouTube Premium. There you go. I know, we got to get you some more emotes. Now, can you use emotes from one channel, like across all channels, or no? On YouTube, that is? And that's a top out for Iball, actually, at 516. I was busy kind of messing around trying to see if we could get, you know, kind of roll switch footage here. And Iball tops out 516. I totally missed it. And so now a little chase down here. 517, chase down target, Evesy. And there's a triple. And this is just something she can chip in. I don't have a big red ads button for YouTube, no. I do have one for Twitch. I can hit a button and play ads on Twitch. All right, so Evesy taking the scenic route. Which I like. Why not? $517, that is a target. Really, nearly any 516 will do it. And the triple should do it. Oh my god, a triple to get it. Hey, there it is. Evesy gonna take one. All right, we do have pieces here. DF390A. You have the yips. You don't know if you have it. You won, so you're not yipping that bad. Sorry, I'm kind of wiped from yesterday, guys. And I didn't really sleep. I didn't fall asleep until about 4, 5 in the morning. DF390A, those are the pieces. Game number 4, Iball 2, Evesy 1. Three, two, one, Tetris. So these two have not played against one another, so far as I can tell. Nothing in match database, nothing on Liquipedia. So I think we do have a matchagami. $91,000 for Evesy, $71,000 for Iball here in game number 4. Vandy, what do you like on a bagel with cream cheese? What do I like on a bagel with cream cheese? What do I like on it? I mean, it's already got the perfect thing on it, which is cream cheese. You can put some jam on there, though. That is good. Like just a whisper. You don't need to put too much. Just like a whisper of jelly or jam. You know, pick your favorite. Not too much. Just enough to inform it. 171 Evesy. Tetris Man says ham. Or yeah, you could go with the old ham and jam. You know? The old ham and jam. Sounds like, I don't know, sounds like something you do to, sounds like high school or college hazing. $221 for Evesy, $239 for Iball. Hannes says, go Believesy. You find bagels so unwieldy for maximalism. If I want maximalism, I want something without a hole for things to fall through. Well, that's where bialys come in, right? If you're, you know, if you spend time in New York and eating breakfast there, you get a bialy. And it's kind of like a bagel and an English muffin mashed together, but it only has a hole on one side. On the bottom, it does not have a hole. So that's what you're looking for, is a bialy. But, you know, you can put a protective layer of like sliced meat, you know, over the hole and then load it up. 403, or a piece of cheese or something. 403 for Evesy, 403 for Iball. Same score, same lines. Foiled Thrice is literally tied. Foiled Thrice proving again that no one can ever leave Tetris. It's impossible. Literally impossible. You can leave for a time. Again, same score, same lines. I mean, even Joseph Saley came back. Kip Duran says, the ocean has a hole. There's a hole on the bottom of the sea. 501 for Eevesy, 520 for Iball. All right, no good place for a square, so Eevesy going to have to start piling him over on the right side. Continue to put weight on that right side, but it's all going away. I guess if D-Lo comes back, then then that would really prove it. I mean, then no one could literally ever leave. I guess we're gonna do Tap Masters again in June. I think that was the idea. I wanted to do it earlier, but try to get 2 in this year, but I don't know. I think we're overextending. 646 for Iball, 592 for Evesy. Who has been truly AWOL for the longest? Well, it was kind of funny. Like, I mean, almost none of you remember Ali OK, who was there very, very early and was actually in some of the earliest CTMs. And that person was like completely gone. And then popped up in chat the other day. And Chrissy Ford went away. It's like, oh, well, she's never coming back. Came back. 675 Evesy. 777 Iball. You know, there was a time I thought that casually owning guy would never come back. After the whole Classic Tetris community Discord server situation. So, you know, start seeing him at events. So people come back. Yeah, Richard. Yeah, Richard might never come back and at least play. He does hang around in the Discords. I think Richard might never play again. 842 for Iball, 745 for Evesy. Every once in a while I try to lure Richard back and say, well, we're going to do Tap Masters, but I can't quite manage it. Kingsman, maybe will bring him back in like a Tetris friendlies or against whoever. 809 for Evesy, 907 for Iball. Yes, Berenyi KFT. So Iball's got about a 100,000 point lead. Vandy, should I go to a rage room? I'm real mad and angry. I'm sorry you're mad and angry. I wouldn't advise it. Why pay money to go to a rage room when you could just, you know, talk yourself through your anger for free? Kip says Harry is a major AWOL. He is. I mean, he streams all the time, but he's competition-wise, yeah. But he did show up at the first Jonas Cup. $909 for Evesy, A, 61 for Iball. So it's about, 140 something thousand point lead. Evesy's got to take a good board here into 29 though. And this is getting tough. And oh no, that left side. What is she going to be able to do? Oh no, and she's not going to be able to do anything here. And that just did not go well right before 28. That is going to be a top out for Evesy, and that means Iball, seed number 24, has won his way into the top 8. So GG's Iball. GG's Evesy. I hope you at least had a good time. You won your way into the top 6. You qualified your way into the top 16, so it's your best placement in the Masters event so far. And I do hope to see you back here again next month. You better be here next month. or I quit. All right, Iball, congrats. You're going to the top 8. We'll go ahead and show you the bracket in a few moments. 3-2 Tugi. I mean 3-2 Iball over Tugi, and then 3-1 Iball over Evesy. All right, monthly Tetris. $1.2 average is a lot. Yeah, it is. Who do you play in the top 8? You're either going to play Critical, Lapis, or Dog. So I think he's rooting for Critical Lapis because he's got a little history against Dog. Okay, so you never get to play. Oh wait, is there a? Oh well, we'll see. All right, well, let's show you the bracket. The bracket is here. Top 8. Yeah, Iball's the first one into the top 8. Look at our round of 16. We have filled 1, 2, 3 spots. Is that right? 4 spots. So 4 spots to go. We're going to do another one of those spots tonight for the green bracket. That will be Curie versus Somalian. The winner versus Chiller. And the winner of that will take on Neko in the top 16. Yeah, Dog has got some weird availability this month. It is kind of odd. I'm off to playing Peggle and poker, the perfect combo for a while. See ya. Goodbye, Hannes Mio. Have a great day. All right, so 3 hours from now, just about, we'll do that Curie versus Somalian winner versus Chiller. Thanks to those of you who supported the stream. Oh my God, it just started mid-stream. What do I do? Refresh it? New followers, XXX Abby, Rixie, and Trebstar, Twitch subs, Cute Pup, Super Chat, Kip, Raid, Adam Irish. Thank you for the support, everybody. Prize pool up to $400, courtesy of DJ Mr. Burrow and Summer B76. So thank you, Mr. Burrow and Summer B. Appreciate that. Patrons, thank you, Scott Gray, Jane, The Window Cannon, Taki Middlesberger, N Dog, Mr. Brain, Corporal Jr., Troy Dan, KMM, Cat, Java D, Jason, Sunny, Mila. Thank you so very much for your support. So yeah, join me in about 3 hours for that other Masters Green. And have a beautiful time until then. See you guys on YouTube. Mr. Burrow, Luis, Junkel, Kip, all the stars. Steve Wise, Tetris Mon, blah, blah, blah. All right. Bye-bye. Twitch.